Who, when, what, and why. Who? Who are you going to invite to be around your table? At home, at a restaurant, at a bagel shop, a picnic table. Who? Who in your sphere of influence do you sense that if you just ask the question, how are you really doing? Tell me your story. They would just sort of unleash on you. Remember, many people they feel unheard and they're lonely. And if you just ask some questions, they'll open up. Who in your sphere of influence do you sense are struggling with belonging, or with their God-given identity, or you feel like maybe they're being a prisoner to their past and they need to be set free? Who can you invite to be around your table so you can tell them the better story? You can affirm their worth, that they matter, and you can have them experience the healing and the forgiveness and the restoration of Jesus. Even though someone has taken 3 steps backwards, hey, the most important thing is, what's your next step going to be today? Is it going to be towards Jesus? And God can use you to say, hey, yeah, you've taken a couple steps sideways, you've taken a couple steps backwards, but what's your next step going to be? It can be towards Jesus and his freedom, his healing, his restoration. So that's the who. The who. Who are you going to invite? Then the when. The when's about scheduling. If you don't schedule the when, it's probably not going to be on someone else's schedule. So be intentional. You can say, some of us like, well, I'm really not doing this. Then instead of saying, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it 3 times a week. Maybe you just start with, take one of the 21 meals and you just say, I want to do it once a week. Or maybe that's too much, you do it, I'm going to do it twice a month. Just a baby step. All right? And if you're already doing it once a week, maybe how can I do it twice a week to be a missional eater? So that's the when. The what deals with the food. You know, sometimes when we invite someone over, we think, oh, I gotta make this special meal for them, and I gotta clean the house deeply. And so, have you ever gone over to someone's house and the house is like really, really cleaned, and you're like, well, you know they've been doing a lot of work cleaning the house, and when you do that, it sets the bar pretty high. If they ever were going to invite you over to their house, like, oh my goodness, like because you know people talk like, oh, look at they served this meal and the house was so clean, and so I got to do that if I'm going to invite them over. And so just simplify the what, because remember, yes, you eat food, but eating together around a table is so much more than just the food itself. It's creating that space for God to work in and through you to see people enter and grow and flourish in God's kingdom. So maybe it's like, hey, you know, maybe it's be okay. Be okay with maybe your home being a little bit messy, and just simplify the food so it's not overwhelming, which could be one of the barriers that we talked about why you don't do it more, because, oh, I got to do this and this, or I got to do this house project. Just when you think of the who, invite. The when is schedule. And the what, simplify. And then we come to the why, which hopefully you already know by these 3 plates. It's a table to tell a better story, a Jesus story. It's a table to affirm someone's dignity in the image of God. And it's a place to heal from brokenness. And may that motivate you and inspire you to eat like Jesus. I want to invite the music team to come up. And as I do, I just want to give you a prayer of blessing. And here's the blessing. May your table, all right, be it at your home, be it at a bagel shop, be it a picnic table, be it at a restaurant, may your table be the place where people's journey to God begins or deepens. And may people taste and see God's grace and truth around your table. If you're able,